Howdy everyone from Laird River along the Alaska Highway, aka the Alcan. What you're about to see is part one of a multi-part series of videos of traveling from central Alberta, Canada, up to Whitehorse, Yukon, and all parts in between. Please join us and follow along on this adventure as this stage 4 cancer warrior does a bucket list. Welcome, new and old, to the channel. Please enjoy the scenery and things we have seen along the way. Part 2 will come out next in a few days. Okay, that's the first fuel up on the trip to I guess Alaska, Yukon, whatever we want to do. Our adventures at weight, that's 78 liters, and we're gassing up in Rocky Mountain House, Alberta. Well, hello from Mile Zero Campground in Dawson Creek, British Columbia. This was our first stopover to get to the Alcan Highway. Little noisy with the road right there, as you can see, big trucks going by, but not a bad little campground for the price.
35 Canadian.
35 Canadian, and just over the other side of those trailers is a bathroom, laundry, and showers. They're not too bad. So if you're coming through here, I would recommend as a place to stay. Welcome to Dawson Creek, the start of the Alaska Highway. Our adventures today will take us up along the Alcan Highway, and our stopping destination will be Fort Nelson. Just a short drive out of Dawson Creek. You can take a slight little detour down the original road to Alaska and visit the historic Kiskatna Bridge. It is no longer in service. It's quite a bridge. It's all wooden timbers, creosoted for rod, I guess, but she feels a little soft, and it's barricaded at both ends. Supposedly at some point it was damaged and it's no longer going to be repaired. It'll just stay a historic site as part of the original Alaska Highway. It's quite a little view from up here. Beautiful little river valley. And yeah. So if you're taking the time to stop and look at things, take the time to stop here. It's a nice little piece of history. Look at the view out here. According to the signage, we're traveling down to a place called Taylor. It is one spectacular looking valley out here. The farm country is just beautiful. Beautiful farm country. We're just going to pause here for a second. We'll bring you right back. Well, look at there. Off in the distance. The BC side of the Rocky Mountains. approximately 200 kilometers south of Fort Nelson. You start to see the Rocky Mountains. For the majority of the drive, it's been just single lane. Here's a little sample of what the drive is like currently as we make our way from Fort St. John to Fort Nelson. Wilderness on both sides. Good highway though. Well, looky there. There's a familiar scene. That's the British Columbia side of the Rocky Mountains. A nice sight for this Alberta guy. This here's a nice view about halfway to Fort Nelson now. And just so you know, there is a gas station and lodging along the way in case you get a little weary in your drive and a little low on fuel. Woo!
That was a crazy hill to keep it. The video doesn't do it justice at all. Very nice, pretty.
Morning, folks. Well, this is morning 3, and this is where we stayed overnight after day 2. Triple G Hideaway. I can honestly say the reviews we saw online of 4.5 out of 5 definitely gets our thumbs up. And then they have their office. They have a restaurant, as they call it, Stanley Saloon. They have ice cream and things like that, but you can have a full dinner there. And a little gift shop. Shower house, which takes loonies, and don't be like me, just put one loonie in. It'll give you plenty of hot water to have a nice hot shower. Very clean. I highly recommend this as an overnight stay. Okay, this was our campsite. I'll have to do this one quite quickly as we are having a fantastic rain. We're in site 44. Has 30 amp service. Worked out very well. 30 amp service with water and sewage. So we'll definitely handle anyone's needs, and they have sites for everyone. Everything from a van to full diesel pushers. Today we are off to Muncho Lake, Laird Hot Springs, and if we're really pushing it, we'll be Watson Lake. Here is a shot of Fort Nelson, British Columbia. Small little town. They got a few motels and, you know, your basics. If you're gonna stock up, do one last stock up before heading up the highway to Alaska or NWT. Then you're gonna want to do it here. It has IGA and Save on Foods. Unfortunately for me today, I needed some bulbs for the lights in the camper, and it's a holiday here in Canada, so no go. But they have Tim Hortons, Boston Pizza, restaurants, things like that, and than McDonald's. Look at the amazing scenery on this drive. You won't be disappointed. Just thought we'd bring you along for our little downhill journey. This is where you do not want to be distracted while driving.
And the scenery is distracting.
Very.
Beautiful.
Absolutely amazing.
Wow, this is beautiful. You can't even capture the whole thing.
So this is Muncho Lake. There's multiple campgrounds along here, one on Strawberry Flats. The mountainous terrain is absolutely beautiful along here. And your trail meanders right alongside the lake. And the opposite side is just straight rock. I would like to pull over and get some better shots of the lake. And just so you know, and here it is August, early August, and it's 7 degrees Celsius on this kind of rainy, drizzly day. So, just to reiterate what I was talking about, this is the road. So where you see the mountain and you see the lake, that's your road. This is it. All those yellow poles are letting you know not to go in the drink. Good morning from the Laird Hot Springs. There's men's changing, women's changing, cubbies for your stuff, and there's the pools. Now, I'm going to put this phone I'm using to video all this in a Ziploc baggie, and I'm going to take you on a little tour down through this way. This side is the much, much cooler side, and this side is hotter as you go towards the rock. Now, it's cooler on the bottom, hotter on the top, and if you kind of pull the water up from the bottom, it kind of cools things down. And there's a few benches, if you can see it through the water, one there and another one up that way. And there's good stairs, good sturdy stairs to go in. It's very well maintained by Parks Beat, British Columbia. There's like a little waterfall here. and the ground underneath is like pebbled gravel. So it's very nice, very natural like. Compared to Banff and Jasper and places like that, this is like 5-star because they're an actual swimming pool, where this is your natural elements. Very nice place. Lots of seating if you need to just take a break, and no dogs allowed. Let's see what else it says on here. Or alcohol. So, anyways, we'll bring you back when we go for an adventure down around. So here's what I was talking about. At the other end of the cooler pool, or hot spring part, you can go back through just like Jurassic Park. It's like the temperature of a bathtub when it gets too cold and you want to add hot. Very clear. Very cool. And at the end, the bonus. A little tiny waterfall. How amazing. This is the boardwalk that brings you to the hot springs. Very well maintained. Very sturdy. This is your view going in. And yeah, very, very solid. No concerns about your walking path going in.